As chiropractors, we encourage our families to embrace a holistic lifestyle that supports the physical, chemical and emotional well-being for their babies, infants, kids and parents alike. There are many proven benefits to baby wearing, and choosing a good carrier is essential for comfort and a positive experience for both baby and parent. With me today is Jane from Babes in Arms and some families to help with our discussion. Hi, Dr. Jacey Pryjma from WELLKIDS.
Hi, I'm Jane from Babes in Arms.
And as a chiropractor, I really love talking about baby wearing because I think that it's just so important for both baby and parent. But let's just start at the beginning. So what is baby wearing all about? Where's that term from? And, is it a new thing or has it been around for a long time?
Sure, so baby wearing is basically using a sling or a carrier to carry your baby or wear your baby for extended periods of time. It's really ancient wisdom. It's one of the oldest parenting tools, basically.
Wow, okay, so it's been around for millions and millions of years. So, obviously it must be doing something good. So I know as a chiropractor, I love it because, it really supports the development of a child and it also supports parents as well. So do you want to just go into that a little bit?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So in supporting parents, we basically promoting baby wearing in the way that it creates a calm atmosphere for children and allows them to be in a really great active, alert state of mind. So for parents, that means they cry less, they sleep longer, they're more alert when they're there, which is helping a lot of different systems, which you can go into later. But also for parents, allows that bonding to happen. So for fathers, that real protectiveness of having them close. The skin-to-skin contact for the mother and baby is also really vital because you're increasing those oxytocin levels for the mother, which can increase her milk supply.
Yeah, definitely. So milk supply is a big thing. So that's fantastic. So, when we're talking about babies, I mean, we'll have some babies coming in just a little while. There's things that we want to cover for them as well. So we want to talk about, the development, their spinal development, and there's certain features that we want to go into as well. But, what else happens, when you have a baby that close? What sort of hormone changes do we see for the babies? So their stress levels change. It's a really calming effect. So can you just go into that a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. So for the baby, being that close to mother, that skin-to-skin contact really decreases those stress hormones for baby, bringing that protective environment and also allowing, as we said, for them to sleep longer, but also activates lots of things like their digestive system. So for colicky, refluxy babies, it makes it easier for them to digest, having that activation of their digestive system, and then also having that beautiful head and neck control. So we're not only promoting their motor system and vestibular system, you're also promoting that optimal and healthy spinal development along the way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we love really talking about the vestibular system. That's part of the brain that's really important for balance and spinal development and really looking after them to support their development later on as well. So, it's fantastic to have that. And, I find that the babies that are have been baby worn, so their parents have used the baby carriers, really have great benefits for the development later on, which is fantastic. Okay, so we've got some families here to help us today. So we've got Nathan and Indigo, and Indigo's, how old is she now?
2 months.
2 months. We've got Lisa and Sophie.
3 months.
3 months, and we've got Toby and Avalon.
She's 10 months.
Okay, fantastic. So, we know that the babies go through different stages of development, so they have different needs. And, as a chiropractor, it's paramount that we look after the spine properly. So I always look for carriers that are going to support different ages. So let's just go through some of the features parents need to look out for to really support their babies at different ages.
Sure, absolutely. So here, being a newborn baby, what we're really looking for is that promotion of the C curvature in the spine.
Definitely.
Optimal head support, because baby doesn't have adequate head control yet. And then also keeping baby in that beautiful froggy position. So those hips into the socket, and then those little feet are froggy down, which is the baby's natural positioning at this age. Moving along with this age group, so 3 months old, we still need a little bit more of head support, but also when baby goes to sleep, the sleeping hood provides that extra head support for baby because of course they get a heavier head when they're sleeping. And again, promotion of that beautiful spine. And at this age, the hips are in the socket, but the legs are actually down either side. So we've still got that beautiful shape with those hips inside the socket. Moving across to a 10-month-old baby, where she doesn't need that insert anymore because she's got beautiful head control and sits in the carrier all by herself. So we can actually see here her knees are either side of the carrier, so their feet are down, the knees are up, and that bottom sitting beautifully. So her weight is actually distributed from her bottom right across to her knees, so that weight's nice and even on her. There's no pressure points for those hips, the knees or the ankles on any one of these babies, which offers that beautiful development for their bodies and as well for parents. So all of these parents have the great shoulder support, so it's nice and even going up across the shoulders, and then the way the baby comes and sits evenly on their hips, so they get even weight distribution on their hips in their centre of gravity, which is very important.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's another thing that's just something that we always look for in a carrier as well, is the way that it actually sits on the parent's body. So, you know, we talk about the importance of school bags for kids, but it's exactly the same for parents. When we're using anything that's got a weight, so a baby carrier, obviously we want to have those nice big straps and also have that weight coming down through the hips rather than hanging off the shoulders. So that's, you know, definitely an important thing. Now, the one thing that you also touched on was hip support, particularly for kids. And Avalon, she had a little bit of a history of clicky hips, so you know she had to wear a brace for a little while. So how did you go using a carrier like this one? Did you find that the carrier sort of supported her while she was in that brace?
Yeah, Avalon was in a Pavlik harness from second day of birth, and we had the Ergobaby from about a week old, and we found that in the harness, plus with the carrier, the hips were fine and it kept her in a nice, good position. And then later on in life, once she came out of the brace, she still kept the hips without the brace on, but the carrier still had her in a nice, good position.
So now that we've just talked about all the benefits for development, there's other things that baby carriers can do as well to support at different times of years, and you know, if Bubs is a bit hot or if it's hot outside, what are just some of the features that carriers like these do have that parents should look for when they're purchasing a carrier?
Absolutely. So looking at this one here, for example, the insert here is made out of mesh. So mesh is really breathable, so baby can feel a lot more cooler as well as the parents. And then also in the middle of summer, what you can do is fold the sides back to allow some airflow through here. But then anytime your baby wearing, you always want to dress a layer down. So treat the carrier as an item of clothing, both for mum and for baby. So take a layer off, or if you're usually wearing a t-shirt, go down to a singlet, just to treat it like a as an item of clothing, so then you and baby stay cool. The more you baby wear, actually your temperature regulates to cool baby down. So if baby's hot, you'll naturally bring their temperature down.
Okay, so it just makes it a lot more comfortable.
Absolutely.
All right, well, you know, I think it gives families a great opportunity to bond and to cuddle when the babies are a little bit upset. So thanks for coming in today, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now that we've been through all the special features that a parent should be looking for, so when they're going to purchase a carrier, let's just recap. What are the main big benefits for baby wearing?
Sure, so the benefits of baby wearing for a child and an adult are the bonding, the muscle development, muscle tone, the stimulation the baby gets, aiding digestion, the crying less, sleeping longer, then also that beautiful stress release for the mother and baby, increasing that bonding experience and releasing the mother's oxytocin levels and creating a really beautiful active lifestyle for parents and baby, and really gives them the best start in life.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. It's music to a chiropractor's ears. You know, it's really important to support baby's spinal development, brain development, and really increase that bond as well between mother and baby. So thanks for joining me today. It's fantastic to have this great information for parents.
You're very welcome.